out.
To me, the funniest call-em out that happened this week was that CEO that was with his side piece, the HR director at the Coldplay show, when Chris Martin remarked either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. If you've not heard all the fallout, the astronomer CEO, Andy Byron, he has left the company. So
I saw that.
He gone. Yeah, and apparently the girl is on leave. So they're doing an investigation to find out how this all went down.
Very interesting. I mean, I don't know if it's real, but on TikTok, his kid did a TikTok about, great dad, thanks so much. It's got millions of likes.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw a photo, too, of what was supposedly his wife and children on social media, which I don't know if I was buying that. She's young and super hot, whoever this was. And I was like, I don't know if that's really his wife.
I've seen his real wife. She's not super.
I figured
she just looks like a mom.
People are just trying to put anything out there that I figured most of what you're going to probably see now is going to be lies.
There's some people saying that Coldplay concert never even happened.
He wish it never happened.
He does wish it never happened.
Yep.
He doesn't have a job today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. So there's a couple call-em-outs that are going on with people that have lost their esteemed position, not just the astronomer CEO, but the head of the NFL Players Association, the executive director, Lloyd Howell. He had to resign on Friday. There were a bunch of investigations into cover-ups that were going on under his watch, including his relationship with a firm seeking team ownership, and apparently he made a couple trips to Tootsie's Cabaret in Miami Gardens there in 2023 that he didn't properly document.
Wait, now.
So he was expensing visits to the strip clubs and letting the NFLPA pay for it.
A man can get a lap dance. A man just can't charge the NFL for that lap dance. You're free to get a dance.
And also to just make sure every dance, every song costs money.
Jason learned that the hard way.
Yes, valuable strip club lessons there.
If the girl asks you, you want me to keep going? And you say yes, that means you want to spend double.
Just know when the song changes, that's a new situation.
You get charged for each song.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's some people that are calling out the owners of the Cleveland Browns, Jimmy and Dee Haslam. Now, the people of Ohio approved a $600 million deal to get the Cleveland Browns a new stadium. This is coming out of state funds. And I guess people are just kind of calling out the timing because 3 days after they approved that, the Haslams bought a $25 million beachfront mansion on Turtle Beach Road in North Palm Beach. And they're just saying, that's kind of convenient that we stoop you a check for $600 million and then 3 days later you buy a $25 million beachfront mansion. Now, they are wealthy themselves, so I'm sure that they had the money, but people are just saying it may not have been the best time to go purchasing a mansion after the good taxpayers of the state of Ohio give you something, you buy a nice house in another state.
Well, it's just better in Florida. If you had to pick, you want $1 million home in Ohio or $1 million home in Florida?
Uh-huh.
But you're going to live like a king in Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you live in Ohio.
Something that needs to be called out as well is all of these Rolex scams that are happening in downtown Miami and Brickell. They are on the news almost every night. And how this is still happening, I don't know. I've said this before. Clearly, these guys are not listening to me. Stop wearing your Rolex out that costs $25,000 to $40,000 and thinking that the girl that is half your age and 100 times better looking than you is really into you. Don't take her to your room and then drink the beverage she hands you.
This is just, I mean, guys aren't thinking with their brain.
They're not, because
all the blood has left your brain. And Kevin, you're talking like sensibly. Guys don't think sensibly in that scenario.
I'm not at all trying to like clown someone's looks, but there are some dudes when you're going, dog, you're 71 with a really big belly and a Dr. Phil haircut that's long. She doesn't really like you.
The only thing attractive on you is your Rolex.
Yes, exactly.
And it's about to be not on you.
Right. Exactly. So there'll be nothing that she wants. Here is just one of a couple news stories last week.
You never know what might happen late in the Miami night. Just ask this guy who was scammed and stolen from by this woman, according to cops. Here she is, living the fast life, running from this Brickell high-rise. After detectives say she stole the man's watch, Miami police call it a bad date, where after meeting a stranger, the victim is drugged and robbed. 24-year-old Rachel Marie Warner's alleged ripoff has been halted as she remains locked up. But from Brickell to downtown to Miami Beach, her cases are stacking up.
Yeah, it just happens like every week. There's so many stories about this. I was like, when does somebody tell these guys, be like, hey, you might not want to do this, wear a $40,000 watch, let a 23-year-old girl that is much hotter than you hit on you, and then take her back to your room and drink what she gives you. Those are the three elements that happen every single time.
And I'm telling you, there's no blood in the brain.
And side note, I am such a fan of over-the-top news clippings.
Miami does it right. Everything sounds like Inside Edition.
It does.
Even like the regular news is like, duh, 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 duh.
It's so dramatic.
Dramatic.
I love it.
We love it, Miami.
There was another girl that was going around and just macing guys.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like that. And they're like, oh, then
I can't see.
Yeah, then they try to grab their watch. They weren't even giving them the benefit of the doubt that I'm attracted to you, and here's a nice cocktail.
So she would mace them and then steal their stuff?
Yes, here's a little bit of that story.
Police say she's a pepper-spraying, tourist-targeting Rolex thief. Body camera footage shows the Miami arrest of 20-year-old Esther Torres. She was picked up with a child in the car before being taken to jail for what detectives say she did here. Surveillance video showing Torres back in March moving briskly through the Fontainebleau Hotel lobby. The cops say she pepper-sprayed a tourist in the face before making off with an expensive Rolex.
What the heck, right? I mean, a little subtlety.
Gosh.
There's only a few cameras in the Fontainebleau.
I mean, girl, get a plan together.
Yep. Wow. We do have a couple of other call-em outs to do here. Some of them are very positive. In fact, a couple things sports-wise I want to shout out to. Rare, though, I'm going to do a positive shout-out for the Miami Marlins. They won their second straight series and are now in third place in the National League East and are just 6 games under 500. So they are they're doing okay. They're making a little run out of it.
Look, they're breathing, baby.
Yeah. So I think that's very encouraging to see them doing that. So congratulations to them. Also, a shout out to the East Point Beach Little League All-Stars. They had gone to Melbourne over the weekend to try to be state champs. I'd love to hear how they did. I haven't seen anything online yet, so let us know. I know they were competing for that.
They have a great program out there.
Phenomenal. Absolutely. Yeah, they are one of the creme de la creme. And also, Katie letting us know that the Okehili Indians 12 under All-Stars, they just won the Cal Ripken Southeast Regional Tournament in Fort Myers over the weekend.
Okay.
And that sends them to the Cal Ripken World Series in Branson, Missouri, starting August 6th. West Palm's going to be representing the Southeast region, going against teams from all over the world. And her son, Ricky, who is on the team, loves the KBJ show and would love a little shout-out.
Ricky. All right, let's drive that ball.
Yep.
Drive that ball opposite field.
And there's the team on KBJ TV. They got a great program there at Okehili as well. So many great baseball teams here in South Florida.
They really are. We were loaded.
Mm-hmm.
I was at a baseball game on Friday night, Jay Bird. You'd been so proud of me. I was like engaged and asking questions and really learning a lot.
Yeah,
Wow.
She was doing stuff. She was punking her husband, Panda, trying to get him to toast multiple times for some little gag.
Your daughter, Caitlin, showed me that TikTok trend, and she's like, you got to do this to Panda. And I was like, you got it, girl. So Caitlin helped me get Panda.
If you've ever been with a girl, my daughter does this all the time. When we're at brunch, we have to do a toasting thing where you bring it in, you do the boomerang thing, but you keep saying, oh, wait, I messed it. Hold on. We got to do it again. So you get somebody, and it's typically guys who are not willing participants in this whole thing anyway. Like, I
They
would
don't
be
wanna
great
be
for
there.
it. Yes, I don't want to do it. I'm just like, all right, can we just get this thing over with? And then you keep doing it over and over again, see how long before they snap.
So that's the actual bit.
That's the
gag.
bit, is to see.
The gag is you're rolling tape the whole time. You're not taking individual photos that you messed up or didn't like.
And then you gaslight them by making it feel like it's their fault that they're. No, you didn't do it right.
You're holding the drink too low.
Yeah.
Wow, what a terrible video for that person.
It's blowing up on our Instagram.
It's doing great. Thanks, Panda.
Caitlin knows how to jump on a TikTok trend or like an Instagram trend. Mm-hmm. She's helped us a lot with those little trends.
She is good at that stuff. And also, Tony saw you out, Virginia, at your thing, and said that it was so nice to meet you. You're so friendly to him.
Aw, Tony was very nice. That was at the St. Lucie Mets.
Okay.
The Mets game there at that Clover Field is nice.
It is.
That is a nice stadium.
Yeah, that's why they're working right now on the Roger Dean Stadium in Jupiter. They're trying to, stay up with everybody else. So you got a lot of competition in the game, not just Florida, but Arizona's putting up a really nice ballpark. So you got to make sure that they look really good. And also, quick shout out to Inter Miami. They beat the Red Bulls in New York on Saturday, 5-1. Lionel Messi had another multi-goal game. I guess just doing what he does.
The Red Bulls?
The Red Bulls, yeah.
Is that a problem with Red Bull?
They're
the sponsor.
Okay.
Yeah. So not a problem at all.
So I, again, have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to soccer.
They paid for it.
Yep. They'd, in fact, be mad if they weren't using Red Bulls. What are we paying for anyway?
Oh, I do have to thank everybody that came out to that game, too, and donated to Maddie's Fight Foundation. We had thousands of KVJ Nationers there.
Oh, that's cool.
It was very sweet.
Way to come out and support.
Yes.